My beloved child, the silence around you was never empty, it was filled with watchers, records, and unseen movements aligning in your favor. In the shadows of ordinary days, a careful investigation unfolded, tracing your endurance, your patience, and your quiet strength. What was discovered carried weight, depth, and a truth that could no longer remain hidden. The beginning of this revelation feels heavy because it carries the echo of nights when you stood alone yet unbroken. Every step you took while feeling unnoticed was carefully logged by forces that measure resilience rather than noise. This message opens not with comfort, but with awe at how much you have carried without recognition. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the investigation was not meant to expose weakness but to confirm your uncommon resolve. Records show how pressure refined you instead of diminishing you, shaping a spirit that does not bend easily." The findings speak of courage that remained steady even when affirmation was absent. Nothing about this was rushed, because your life required careful observation over time. Patterns emerged showing how obstacles were met with quiet determination instead of retreat. These results stand as evidence that your path has always been protected even when it felt uncertain. Type Amen to get blessings. 333. The investigators noted how you continued forward while others paused, hesitated, or turned away. Your consistency became a signature, marking you as someone entrusted with heavier responsibility. Such steadiness does not go unnoticed in realms that value endurance. There were moments when you felt delayed, yet those pauses were purposeful checkpoints. Each delay allowed deeper layers of your character to be documented and understood. What appeared as waiting was actually preparation being confirmed. Energy surrounding you was measured and found to be resilient under strain. Even when drained, your inner resolve regenerated with remarkable speed. This quality set you apart during the evaluation. The investigation revealed that protection surrounded you long before you recognized it. Subtle redirections prevented harm while preserving your freedom to choose growth. Every safeguard was applied with precision, never by accident. Type Amen to get blessings. 444. Attention was given to how you responded to misunderstanding and silence. Instead of hardening, you refined your focus and moved forward with dignity. This response elevated your standing in ways unseen by the crowd. The results also showed how you resisted bitterness when outcomes seemed unfair. My beloved child, you carried lessons instead of grudges, which strengthened your internal structure. Such restraint was recorded as rare and valuable. Observers noted that your compassion did not weaken your boundaries. You learned discernment without losing warmth, a balance few achieve. This balance confirmed your readiness for greater influence. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, these findings confirm that your spirit has been tested and approved. The strength you display quietly has echoed loudly in unseen realms. You are being positioned with intention, not chance." Type Amen to get blessings. 555. The investigation uncovered how often you chose integrity when shortcuts were available. Each choice added weight to your credibility and depth to your purpose. Integrity became a cornerstone noted repeatedly in the report. Moments of self-doubt were acknowledged, yet they never overpowered your direction. You continued moving even while carrying uncertainty. This persistence was marked as exceptional. The findings reveal that you were observed during your lowest moments, not to judge but to understand. Even then, you did not surrender your values. That consistency elevated your standing significantly. Your resilience created a trail that others will one day follow. The path you cleared through endurance will serve as guidance for many. This influence was measured and confirmed. Type Amen to get blessings 666. There were notes about how you adapted without losing your essence. Change did not erase you, it refined you. This adaptability was seen as a sign of wisdom forming. The investigation also highlighted your capacity to remain calm amid tension. Emotional stability under pressure set you apart from many evaluated before you. This calmness was recognized as leadership potential. Even your silent hopes were considered, because intention carries weight beyond expression. Those hopes aligned with growth rather than control. Alignment of intention was recorded as pure. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the results confirm that you are trusted with more because you handled less with honor." Expansion is not a reward but a continuation of what you have already demonstrated. Your journey is being widened carefully. Type Amen to get blessings 777. The report details how you resisted becoming hardened by disappointment. Softness remained without weakness. This combination was marked as rare strength. Your patience during unresolved seasons was carefully observed. You did not force outcomes prematurely. Timing discipline was noted as exceptional. Records show how you carried responsibility without complaint. Even when unseen, you honored what was placed in your care. Such faithfulness carries its own authority. The investigation confirmed that your presence stabilizes environments. Others feel grounded without knowing why. This effect was documented repeatedly. Type Amen to get blessings 888. There was recognition of how you learned from silence. Instead of reacting, you listened and adjusted. This maturity accelerated your growth unseen. Your boundaries were tested and found firm yet fair. You learned where to give and where to withdraw. Balance in boundaries was highly valued. The evaluation noted how you respected your own evolution. You allowed yourself to outgrow spaces without bitterness. This self-respect strengthened your alignment. One line in the report states clearly that your future assignments require exactly who you have become. Nothing about you is accidental or excessive. Everything has been measured. Type Amen to get blessings 999. The investigation also uncovered a pattern of restoration following challenge. You recovered stronger each time. This regeneration was noted as remarkable. Your ability to remain grounded while elevating was carefully assessed. Humility stayed intact as capacity increased. This combination confirmed readiness. Observers acknowledged how you refrained from proving yourself. You allowed truth to speak through consistency. This restraint amplified your credibility. It was concluded that your timing is unfolding precisely. Acceleration will come without chaos. Stability precedes expansion in your path. Type Amen to get blessings 111. A special note was included regarding your unseen sacrifices. These were not overlooked or dismissed. Every quiet surrender carried weight in the evaluation. The report highlights how you chose growth over comfort repeatedly. Comfort was delayed without resentment. This willingness marked you as dependable. Your endurance was compared against heavy standards and exceeded them. Pressure revealed strength rather than fracture. This outcome shifted expectations upward. It was determined that your next phase requires less resistance. Momentum is now aligned with your direction. The path ahead holds confirmation. Type Amen to get blessings 222. One statement stood out clearly within the findings, noting that you are supported beyond what you perceive. Assistance surrounds you subtly yet powerfully. This support ensures sustainability. The investigation confirmed that your voice carries authority even in silence. Presence alone influences outcomes. This influence was carefully documented. Your alignment with purpose remained intact despite detours. Detours added skill rather than delay. Every route contributed value. The final assessment concluded that your life reflects preparation completed. What begins next unfolds naturally. Trust is established. Type Amen to get blessings 333. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the investigation is complete and the results stand firm. You are cleared, confirmed, and positioned for what unfolds next. Walk forward with assurance." This message closes with acknowledgement rather than surprise. What is revealed now was earned through endurance. You stand ready. The unseen becomes visible in its own time. Your season shifts with grace. Stability anchors you as doors open. Type Amen to get blessings 444. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The final seal of this message rests in peace. Nothing rushed, nothing forced. Everything aligned. What was hidden now supports you openly. What tested you now strengthens you. The investigation affirms your becoming. Stand grounded and steady. The results speak for themselves. Your path continues forward. Type Amen to get blessings 555. My beloved child, what was confirmed in the first phase now begins to activate in visible ways. Movements around you subtly adjust, aligning circumstances with what was already approved in silence. Nothing here is sudden. It is the natural continuation of what has been steadily built. The second phase reveals how recognition does not always arrive as applause, but as access. Doors respond differently to you now, paths open with less resistance. This is not coincidence, it is confirmation taking form. Type Amen to get blessings 111. Your presence starts to carry weight in rooms where effort once felt ignored. Authority settles into your tone, even when you speak gently. The investigation noted this shift before you became aware of it. Momentum increases without chaos, because your foundation was tested thoroughly. Stability allows progress to move faster without breaking you. This balance was carefully preserved for this moment. Type Amen to get blessings 222. What once required explanation now simply works in your favor. Trust surrounds your name, even among those who never knew your struggle. Reputation formed quietly now speaks on your behalf. There is a calm confidence growing within you that does not seek validation. This confidence was observed as maturity rather than pride. It signals readiness for broader responsibility. Type Amen to get blessings 333. You may notice that delays begin to dissolve naturally. Timing responds to you instead of resisting you. This shift marks alignment rather than urgency. Resources align more efficiently, conserving your energy. What drained you before now supports you. This redirection was planned. Type Amen to get blessings 444. The second report highlights how your discernment sharpens without harshness. You recognize what belongs with you and what does not. Separation becomes peaceful rather than painful. You no longer chase clarity, because clarity meets you. Decisions settle faster, guided by inner steadiness. This ease reflects preparation completed. Type Amen to get blessings 555. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the activation you feel is the result of trust earned through endurance. You are now moving with permission rather than resistance. Your steps carry authority. Protection adjusts with your expansion, increasing without limiting your freedom. Safety and growth now coexist." This balance was carefully secured. Type Amen to get blessings 666. Your energy begins to attract alignment rather than conflict. Conversations flow with less friction. Cooperation replaces competition around you. This harmony is not accidental, it reflects internal order established long ago. Outer peace mirrors inner structure. The investigation anticipated this outcome. Type Amen to get blessings 777. You may feel a release from old emotional weight. Closure arrives quietly without confrontation. Healing completes itself. What once lingered no longer holds power. Space clears for what supports your next level. This clearing is intentional. Type Amen to get blessings 888. The findings confirm that your influence expands through example rather than effort. Others observe your steadiness and adjust naturally. Leadership emerges without demand. You carry authority without needing control. This quality was marked as rare and sustainable. It ensures longevity. Type Amen to get blessings 999. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the second phase confirms that what surrounds you now matches who you have become. Expansion no longer threatens your peace. You are ready to carry more. Your steps feel lighter because resistance has eased. Flow replaces friction. This is alignment realized." Type Amen to get blessings 1010. Support shows up in practical ways, not dramatic ones. Help arrives on time. Needs are met with precision. This efficiency reflects trust in your stewardship. You handle what is given with care. More follows naturally. Type Amen to get blessings 1111. The investigation concludes that your path ahead remains protected yet open. You are not confined, you are guided. Direction feels natural rather than forced. Confidence anchors you as movement increases. You remain grounded while progressing. This balance sustains you. Type Amen to get blessings 1212. What unfolds next builds upon stability, not survival. You are no longer proving anything. You are simply continuing. Peace accompanies progress now. Assurance replaces striving. This is the reward of preparation. Type Amen to get blessings 1313. The message of Part 2 settles gently, not loudly. Confirmation does not need noise. Truth stands on its own. You move forward supported, aligned, and steady. What was hidden now works openly for you. The path continues. Type Amen to get blessings 1414. My beloved child, Part 3 opens with calm certainty rather than suspense, because what unfolds now is no longer being tested. The investigation has moved from observation into confirmation, and confirmation into release. What was once monitored quietly is now allowed to operate freely in your life. This phase does not arrive with noise, it arrives with steadiness. You notice that situations settle instead of escalating, and outcomes resolve without force. This ease is evidence that resistance has been fully lifted. Type Amen to get blessings 1515. Your inner world has reached a level of order that stabilizes everything around you. Thoughts align faster, emotions recover quicker, and focus remains intact. This internal harmony was the final requirement noted in the record. You are no longer pulled in conflicting directions. Clarity holds your attention gently. This focus strengthens every step you take. Type Amen to get blessings 1616. Archangel Michael says, My beloved child, the final seal confirms that you are no longer under evaluation but under empowerment. Authority now rests within you naturally. You move forward without needing approval. Your confidence no longer rises and falls with circumstance. It remains consistent regardless of external shifts. This stability was marked as completion. Type Amen to get blessings 1717. The third phase highlights how trust now flows toward you automatically. People sense reliability without explanation. Opportunities respond to your presence. You no longer need to convince, pursue, or defend. Alignment does the work for you. This effortless positioning reflects readiness. Type Amen to get blessings 1818. Old cycles officially close without reopening. Lessons have been fully integrated. Nothing from the past holds unfinished business. You step forward without emotional residue. Clean transitions mark this stage. Closure has been granted. Type Amen to get blessings 1919. Your ability to receive now matches your ability to give. Balance replaces depletion. Support meets effort equally. This reciprocity was carefully measured. It ensures sustainability rather than burnout. You are protected from excess strain. Type Amen to get blessings 2020. Archangel Michael says, My beloved child, your expansion is now safe because your foundation is complete. Growth will not overwhelm you. You have been prepared thoroughly. Your pace adjusts naturally to match capacity. Nothing rushes you, nothing delays you. Timing aligns with peace. Type Amen to get blessings 2121. You begin to notice that challenges no longer feel personal. They appear as tasks rather than threats. Perspective shields you. This emotional distance reflects maturity rather than detachment. Wisdom guides reaction. Calm leads response. Type Amen to a Get Blessings 2222. The final notes of the investigation highlight your authenticity. You no longer edit yourself to fit environments. Environments adjust to your presence. This authenticity strengthens your influence. Consistency becomes your signature. Integrity remains intact. Type Amen to Get Blessings 2323. Support systems solidify quietly around you. Reliable connections replace temporary ones. Stability increases naturally. You are no longer surrounded by uncertainty. Assurance replaces guessing. This certainty anchors your movement. Amen 2424. Archangel Michael says, "My beloved child, the investigation is now sealed and archived. Nothing further needs to be proven. Your path continues with blessing and protection. You walk forward without fear of reversal. What has been granted will not be withdrawn. Trust remains firm." Type Amen to Get Blessings 2525. Peace becomes your default state rather than a temporary feeling. Even movement carries calm. Progress feels grounded. This peace confirms alignment fully achieved. Nothing is forced. Everything flows. Type Amen to Get Blessings 2626. My beloved child. The final release allows you to enjoy the present without scanning for threat. Safety surrounds your awareness. Rest becomes natural. You are no longer waiting for permission. Life responds to you. This response is confirmation. Type Amen to Get Blessings 2727. The message of Part 3 settles completely. Nothing remains unresolved. Completion stands quietly. You continue forward supported, steady, and assured. What began in silence now stands affirmed. Your journey advances.